And welcome back from the break. You're still on NBC, your number one African TV station, and the program is Africa Today. And we continue. We're taking a look now at immigration. Hey, immigration now, the new immigration rules or laws, how are these going to affect Africans here who don't have the right documents and also those back home? I'll start with you, Godwin.
Um, in my estimation, I think that this document that is being discussed at this point,
Yeah.
let's be very cautious here. I think it's in a drafting stage. For me, I think it's a good step because this is something that has been in the pipeline for a long time. They've been trying to do this. So at this point, it looks as if there's a political will. I actually like the posture of both parties, particularly the Republicans.
Why
No, it
particularly
looks
the
as if they are
Republicans?
overly interested in this issue at this point. Maybe for
obvious reasons.
I was
I
just
guess
about
so.
to ask you
No,
why.
no,
Why?
there are two reasons.
Okay.
One, maybe they have very genuine reasons for doing that. They think that this is the time for them to actually come up with a very solid immigration policy to address the immigration problems that the US has. Secondly, obviously for political reasons. Remember, in the last elections, the Republicans were crushed. They were crushed in the elections for their neglect of some of those issues. For example, among the Latinos, who are sort of the fastest growing population within the US, the Democrats actually garnered around 71% of the votes. Republicans had 29, if not lesser than that actually. So my point is that looking at that, they are trying to position themselves for elections in 2016.
So you think that's why they're showing so much
No, that-
interest?
I think
it
so,
could
but-
be,
No
it could
question
be,
about
could be
it.
one of the reasons.
It could be, but here's
Yeah.
the thing.
It is the main reason.
As far as Africans go, I think that's a broader document that will cover everyone.
Okay.
So if it works, it might benefit them. Now, there's a part about this policy that I like so much, which is for those who have advanced degrees. For example, if I didn't have my immigration documents, as a PhD holder, I will be absorbed into the system for getting that to that level.
Right.
This is a very good motivation for people, Africans who come here. Even if they are not educated, they will try to make the efforts to get to that point. So again, it rewards efforts, good work, which is the part that I like about this whole thing. But again, it's a broader document that will actually help everyone. So Africans will obviously benefit.
But you know what? With the issue of the Latinos, you said Republican lost. But then this new immigration, the drafting, is not just going to benefit the Latinos.
No. The EU of
Yeah.
Latino coming into it is because they seem to be, they actually are the fastest growing,
Yeah.
In
demography
America right
in the
now.
America. Incidentally, you're talking of 71%. In this last election, November 6th, they represented 10% of the voters.
That's a lot.
That's
And
huge.
that's a lot. Incidentally, 2016, you'll be amazed that Texas is going to turn blue.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
It's purple at this point, I believe, right?
It's purple
Because,
right now.
because you see the Latinos, I don't know if I can say this on, okay, they reproduce. They follow God's go forth and reproduce.
Right.
Whereas the other demographics are like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So they begin, before you know it, in another 10, 15 years,
We do
they
have a
become-
lot of
become into the
Latinos
majority.
in Texas.
In Texas. All over
Yeah.
the country, they're going to come into the majority. And the truth is, Republicans, for the next generation, they're not going to get to the White House. I guarantee
You believe that?
Statistics. And even if they
Because of
see,
this immigration,
No.
probably.
No.
You see, it's not just because this is being done by the Democrats or now the Republicans are joining in. It's more because the policies of the Republican is completely
It wouldn't
inhuman.
It wouldn't favor.
Remember, when you hear what's like 47%, when you hear about self-deport, when you hear about all kinds of languages, now there are two circulars doing this last week among themselves. That says, please, don't address them as illegal. Don't address them, don't talk about self-deport, don't talk about this, because they had done this in the past and it's just there. So even if they pass through and this is get done, if it gets done, you find a situation where just a few.
So more
Maybe
or
a
less,
couple of percentage.
like more or less,
they are still going to be with the
you know,
Democrats.
let's call black and white. The Latinos are saying that the Republicans are not going to favor us in any way.
That's
So
right.
yeah, so
That's right.
we think the
Antecedents.
Democrats are rather going to help us, so they're going with the Democrats. So we just have to watch this space and see what's happening at
No, but
the
remember
next
this.
election.
Yeah.
But before you come in, it said that so far that we have about 11 million.
It's more than that.
It's more than
It's
that.
more than more
Over
than that.
11 million undocumented
Official,
people living in the U.S. alone. So this will help. And also those who are here with their partners back in the various countries, not just in Africa. In future, they'll be able to bring in their partners.
They're very
This will
important.
help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the other things they're doing, for instance, if I'm an American citizen and I marry and my wife is in Nigeria or is in Ghana,
Yeah.
it could take up to 5 to 10 years before she can come in.
That's
here.
a
Now,
very long time.
one of the things that they have, this policy document is
The draft.
comprehensive immigration. The reform, one of the things it's going to do is to reduce the waiting time. Because you see, the fact is this: nobody that I know that has any sense who want to come into America. I know. I'm telling you, I know people that are married. Their spouses somewhere else around the world, and they've been in here for like 15 years. Who wants to do that? So the truth is, I can give you so many examples, but the truth is, if you know that I'm going to apply for this and I'm going to get it done on time, everybody will line up.
Right. Okay.
So
Let me
that's
add
one
a-
of the
a
things
quick
that this
one.
is going to
One
do.
of the reasons why it's important for the 11 million people to be absorbed officially into the system, for me, it's for two reasons. One, these people actually contribute so much
to the economy.
They do all the odd jobs in this country, which the usual, regular Americans will not do.
Yeah.
Two, for taxation and development purposes.
Exactly.
Once you absorb them into the system, you officialize them into the system. So they pay tax and then it comes directly to the government. At
The
this
government will
point,
benefit.
a lot of them work. They don't contribute anything to the economy. They get money, they don't pay anything at the end, and then other people are actually enjoying the money instead of the government. So for me, I think it's a very useful development.
So great. So that's on the immigration. It's a draft right now.
Yeah.
You just have to keep watching.
I mean, it's
It's
a
Well,
work
no,
in
what they
I love
have
the way
is-
Godwin
is-
just went.
It's a work in
It's like,
progress.
come on,
what
you
they
gotta
have is
speed
just
it
a
up, right?
guideline. They are working on the what will come out to be the policy paper that is going to be presented, and that takes some time. It could be until summer before we hear anything tangible.
All right, we just keep watching. And we're taking a short break. When we come back, we'll just bring you some news on a comment the Zambian president made at the recent AU summit in Addis Ababa. We'll be right back.